Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. And he whips that one incomplete there. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Gone. Then he finds his man Griffin. 18 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Goff now looks to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Time running out here on the play clock. Just beating the play clock is gone. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. On first down, Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he motions the wide receiver. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now a handoff looking right. He finds some open field here. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Let's go.
And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. On second down, here's Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Gone. Now he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Eric Armstead coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Black round! Black round! Here we go!
They run the counter now on 1st down. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right,
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And it's 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Able to power through, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Watson. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Room here to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game. But when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Third down. It's Porter, and he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, there's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down at the 24-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, second and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
Now gone. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 9-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Gone. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Here we go.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is caught. What a catch inside the 5. So nothing separating these. Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. 3rd and long. It's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 67 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. And a give this time to the tailback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Here's Gall. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Off play action. Here's Goff. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get it clear that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A 4-yard pickup. That gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down. Off the bootleg, Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now they try the right side here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff looking right.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Forced out to his left. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1 that was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. A shotgun snap for Goff. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. From the 50, it's gone. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The throw on second down is gone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's going to go second back right around the 30.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Watson. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Watson. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. In the red zone this time. Now a handoff working right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. Out of the gun. Gone. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively.